Hey everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How are you doing today? Um, just came on to tell you about something that I want to start next week, so that's why I came on today, since it's Sunday. And I would like to get this started Tuesday if possible. If not, we can wait until Thursday, but it needs to be started next week so that it can be done for Valentine's Day. Now, I am extremely busy, as I know a lot of you are. I have been incredibly ill, as you guys know. I'm finally feeling better, and I've got stitch markers to make because I went and bought Valentine stuff, and it was like the day that I got the Valentine stuff that I ended up getting sick. We think that's somebody either at the doctor's office when I was getting my knee x-ray or out in the public, even though I was wearing my mask, that I got sick. I mean, that's just how it happens with being HIV positive. It's been that way actually since COVID. It hasn't been as bad. First of all, I've been pretty well quarantined home. And then second of all, I'm always wearing a mask. But I still seem to get sick like I used to. Like if I go to the doctor, I'll come home and I'll be sick for a couple days, but not weeks like this one has been, where it used to be every time I got sick, it was for at least 2 to 4 weeks. So, sorry. She wants my attention. She's pouncing on me just like yesterday because she knows my stomach still hurts. I'm on doxycycline, and for me, it makes me pretty sick. You need to stop, baby. Anyway, that is not why I'm here. The first thing I want to say before I forget, well, first of all, welcome back to my subscribers and welcome into anybody new. See, my brain is set on this is what I need to do. I have a meeting at 6 for AKA. It's now 5:18. So many things to do. I have a live coming up, and I promised, well, I didn't promise her, but I told her I'd get the stuff set yesterday, and I still don't have it set. So I still have that to do too. Plus, I have stitch markers to make. I'm upset with myself. I went to order stuff for Easter because I do use a supplier out of China. Because even though I like to buy American made when I can, all of the charms that I get, and I get them through Amazon or even at the stores, they're not American made. They all come from China. So I might as well use AliExpress where I can get them cheaper. Come on. Sorry, she's right in the middle where I cannot have her be because it hurts really bad. Okay, now that she's out of the way. Anyway, I might as well buy them. They're the same exact stuff. I always bought just one or two before, to see if it was the same. And it is the same exact charms that I can get from other places. Now I'm starting to find beads as well. The only thing is that the way to order on their site is kind of weird. I mean, most places you put it in your cart and it's in your cart and it starts adding up each new thing you put in there. Well, I was putting more stuff in, and then it was like it was going down in price instead of up in price. And plus, the one thing, if you happen to order from there, if you don't mind that you don't have tracking, you can get their free shipping where it's going to take quite a while to get you, but you don't get to track it. It only tracks it until it gets to customs. And once it gets to customs in the state, you don't know how long it's going to get to you. I had that on one thing because I didn't realize that's how it was. But you can pick other shipping. And of course, it goes from free to like $3 and something. But when you're only paying $1 or even 50 cents or, whatever it is for what you're getting, you know, it's still coming out less than it is in the store. And some of the stores, if you buy a couple things from them, you may get where they only charge you for the shipping once, or they may, once you pay for the full shipping once, you only pay like 20 additional cents or whatever. Every store is different. It's like Amazon, you have different sellers, different stores. So, and then some of them, if you buy $10 worth of product or $8 worth, depending on what the limit is, some make it 20, some make it 30. So you have to check. And you usually find this out when you go to change the shipping when you go to look at it. And if you're on the page where you're ordering it and you put the shipping you want in there, you still have to go to the cart and change it there. So just little tidbits on ordering from AliExpress if you ever do, because they have everything just like Amazon does. Just like the Temu that everybody's using now. I checked, and from what I've been told by other people, Temu has lower quality, so I stick with AliExpress. I don't want plastic charms for you guys. I want really nice charms. And I'm really excited about the order that went in last night. The only thing is that because of this thing and their ordering that I didn't realize last night, that everything has to be checked. Because I could have swore that I had it where everything was not checked before. Got my order fine, or some things were ordered or checked and some things weren't, and I still got everything on it. No, everything has to be checked. I found beads, stone beads, floral beads, and all these beads I put on there. Well, by the time I was done and I looked, I had a $95 order. I can't afford that. You guys all know I'm on a very, very limited budget. Almost every bead came off. I did get paid a little bit more than I had wanted because I got the beads for less than half price that I could have gotten them for here. One bead I can't find here anymore because it's all sold out in Joann's, and every time I go thinking they're going to restock it, they haven't. And it would have cost me more to buy it off of Joann's website than to get it on AliExpress. So I got it on AliExpress because I knew I had to order it and have it shipped to me. And it's a pretty floral bead. There were two other floral beads I really wanted. One has forget-me-nots on it because I love forget-me-nots, and they have a symbolism for me. But I couldn't get them now. I left them in my wish list. Now, as soon as things start picking up, I can get some of the prettier beads. And those beads you can only get like in China and Japan and stuff, the way that they are painted on with the flowers and stuff. I've never seen anything like it, quite like it here. So I've seen the other floral beads that I've ordered, but not the ones that I was gonna order. The one had forget me nots, and the other one I think had pansies on it. They were so pretty, hand painted. So yes, they were more expensive. So I brought the price down considerably, just getting the charms that I needed, not just Easter charms. I've got some. I mean, you guys all know we just lost our pet. I wanted to get some saying charms. Those I did not get because I had already spent 2 days looking at stuff, meticulously looking, and that was the last thing I was going to look at. And I was just over it, and I needed to get it ordered in order to get the stuff in time. Um, so I have time to make stuff for Easter, and especially if I end up getting sick or something again. Hope not, pray not. I have a lot of stuff going on in February, a lot of appointments that I had to cancel, a dentist appointment that I had to make because I have a cracked tooth that happened like last week and it hurts. Like right now, it's really hurting me. Normally, it's fine if I don't touch it, but right now, today, it's being sensitive to different temperatures and it has not been that way. So I have a feeling that maybe the crack is getting a little bit deeper. I go next week, I think. If it's not this next week, it's the week after to see the dentist. I had to wait out 2 weeks knowing that I was still sick, even though I was on antibiotics. Yeah, not this coming week. It's the week after. I think I go the 7th. I have something on the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. I have the 6th, I see the knee doctor at like 7 something in the morning, mega early. I think the 7th is when I go to the dentist, and then the 8th is when I see the eye doctor because it took me over half a year to get that appointment. So, yeah. Oh, busy month though. Now, I digress. Anyway, I had to take the order down considerably in price, but I have some pretty charms coming, and I do have some beads. I got some really pretty pearlescent type beads um, to go with Easter stuff. They're not beads. I've been given a lot of beads by Donna, who is Melfina's Magic, crochet, cooking, etc. She has been so amazing and generous with me. She has sent me quite a few beads, but I don't have a lot of pastels because she doesn't like pastels. I mean, that's fine. She sent me what she had. I'm not going to ask her to send me, I didn't expect her to send me what she sent me. So I needed to find some pastels. And I love pastels. So, it took me a while to find exactly what I wanted because um and then I also got some stuff from Terry. So, which was really sweet. But I want to make some memorial stitch markers for people who've lost. So I got right now they're little round discs and they have paw prints in them, and I think it says I love my pet on it, something like that. I can't remember the exact how the wording on it is. Um, but I haven't gotten the exact worded ones that I want yet. I'm gonna have to look. Maybe I can find some from Amazon that I can get sooner, or I may have to go on and make another order there. But I can't keep ordering supplies if I'm not doing a lot of business yet. So I had promised that I would have a blog by the end of this month. I got sick, hoping that I can get it together within the next couple of days. But because I had promised that, yes, January wasn't going to do much, and then Friday I would start some things, I need to get those things done. So, first off, because I don't want to forget, the new poll is up for you to vote between the top two names um, that had gotten votes for the renaming of my Friday video. So on Fridays, I'm going to be making cat toys that I donate, and I will be doing my video. And then if people want to come and crochet with me, I don't have that part like time figured out yet. If anybody wants to come into my page, my group on Facebook, and crochet with me for a while we crochet on cat toys, that is fine. Right now, I was teaching Kathy how to do amigurumi, and I know she's going to be making cat toys, so she may be there on some Fridays, when we start to do the, crocheting. If somebody wants to donate and you don't have time to actually make toys, because I can send you patterns for all the toys because they were sent to me um, by Meow Mission, who I'm doing the toys for, and they were told by the person who gave them to them that they can be distributed, and I believe that was the designer, so that they could be distributed to anybody who wanted to make them, or they got the designer's permission. Plus, they were free patterns. Now, I have some patterns that I got from Yarn Utopia, and I figured, not Yarn Utopia, um, Yarn Utopia. Gosh, my brain doesn't want to work right now. But anyway, where the place that sells Red Heart and Karen and Bernat. I got some free patterns from them, so I know that I can pass those on. And I think I got a couple from Lion Brand. So they were all from companies, so I know you guys can all go there to get the patterns yourself. I just figured I can pass them on to you guys because they're free from them. People pass on their patterns all the time. So, and they say who they're from and everything, really big on them. So, Yarn Inspirations, that's what I was trying to think of. So if you want the patterns, just ask me and I can send them to you. If you want to make some, if you want to help, I got a donation at the end of last year that I have sitting here for when they're having their first thing in April. I don't have the exact dates. I just know they're having something in April. They have something in the middle of the year, which I need to check the emails. I can't remember when that is. And their big thing that is normally in October, they're having it in September this year. Um, And then they have a craft fair in December for people getting stuff, last minute things for Christmas and stuff. So if you want to help, feel free. If you want my address, email me, let me know. I'll give it to you if you want to send me things for when I give them my stuff. I'll be showing you what I'm making. You can make them with me if you want to. We can just have fun. Fridays are my days for doing cat toys. But normally I sit and I do them when I can around other stuff. So we will need to set a time for when we want to go into the group. I will always make sure that my video is up before that. You can watch it, then we can all meet. So if you want to do that, let me know. Send me an email, and we can get that started. If you want to just make them and you don't want to, do the whole video chat and crochet along with me, that's fine too. I'm fine with that. I may do a live every once in a while where I just sit and crochet on cat toys and, chat with you guys. So I've got lots of different options. So the voting is up for that, for the top 2 names, which I can't remember quite what they were. I would love you guys to go to the community tab and vote on them. I'm going to try and pull it up here real quick on my phone. I meant to do that. I had other things pulled up here for the other thing I want to talk to you about, which is why I didn't have this one pulled up. I'm trying. It just closed on me. Sorry. I was watching something earlier. I thought I closed out of it and it was still showing up. So I did not want to deal with that. Your channel, community. Okay. The first one is Fantastic Feline Fiesta Friday. And that came to us from Kathy Belangia. And so far it's in first place. There have been 2 votes. And then the next one is Furry Friend Friday. And I believe that's close to or what I had said in my original video, but that was sent to us by Donna, again from Melfina's Magic, Crochet, Cooking, etc., because she said she liked that as well. So I just put it up as hers instead of, I'm not going to put my own suggestion up there, but since she said she liked how it was, I put it up under her name. So, well, I don't literally have their names written on here, but I know who said them. So anyway, go on and vote. And there is a little wheel of amigurumi yarn that I will be sending to the winner unless they decide that they just want to donate it back to me for me to make amigurumi cat toys out of. And I will do that instead. And that brings me to, if you guys want to donate and you don't want to actually sit and make something, but you want to help, you can send me scraps, especially cotton, because I like to make them out of cotton because I think they're more durable and they stand up with the cats longer, with them scratching with their nails and stuff. I like to use cotton, but you can use acrylic. It doesn't need to be cotton. I just tend to use more cotton. But I don't have enough cotton and I can't afford to go and buy a ton of cotton. So if you make something out of cotton and you have scraps left, doesn't have to be a lot. It can make a face. It can make a tail. Send me your scraps if you want to. And if you do happen to have some and you're not going to use it for something else, if it's a little bit more, than just a fourth of what, the skein was, or, a couple feet, or whatever. If you have scraps, besides, even if they're little ones, I stuff the toys. When I make amigurumi for babies, I stuff it with yarn scraps. Now I have a ton of them from Terry, who is Nana's Crochet Ideas, and she's the other person who sent me beads as well to help me with stitch markers. I meant to mention that earlier when I was talking about them. And Anyway, she sent me a lot of scraps, but for stuffing, specifically for stuffing. But she has sent me some scrap cotton for actually making the toys as well. And she actually sent me some little, some things that she had started to knit up that she was going to make something with and then decided not to make it. And it was a bunch of different colors. It looks like she was doing maybe gauge swatches because they're all like squares. Um, so I'm just going to crochet as I unravel it instead of unraveling it and making a ball. I'm just going to crochet, from that as it comes apart. If it comes apart easily, if not, then I will roll it into a ball first. I just don't like rolling them into balls and then taking all the buoyancy out of the yarn or the cotton and that. So I would rather just take it straight from the squares that she has. That's just how I am. Um, Once I found out that every time you roll it up, you're taking, you know, more and more of the natural bounce of the yarn out of it. Um, but yeah, you can send me scraps. Um, and if you can't mail anything, if you don't have the money to mail, by all means, make toys and things for your own pet places in your area. I'm pretty sure most of them will take donations. We covered pet donations in AKA on one of the episodes on my channel, but I do have a playlist where I put all of the AKA videos in, no matter whose channel it is. So you can find that playlist and you can find whatever we've done on there. Now, I have to go back and check because I may have missed one or two along the way, but I'm pretty sure I've got them all on there. But I know that one's on there because it was done on my channel and I automatically put it on there when I'm making the live. So, actually, I guess I don't. I do need to make sure that I have them all on there because it's a live. Lives are done different than other videos. So, anyway, the poll is up. Now, what I really want to talk to you guys about that I want to start next week, I would like to start it Tuesday. But again, this is Sunday, and I don't know when you guys are going to see this. All depends on how many replies I get for Tuesday. I want to do at least four, three, that's my four, at least four cows on my channel this year. And they're short ones. This first one's going to be the easiest of all. And especially because should be done for Valentine's Day. And I printed it up today off of her webpage. It is free off of her webpage. This is by Repeat Crafter Me. Now, I did send her an email to the email that she said, if you ever have any questions or anything, to send her an email. And that was well over a week ago, almost a week and a half. It was while I was still sick, but I knew I wanted to do this. I had been talking about it with a couple friends for a while. So, yeah, I sent her an email asking her because two of the patterns that I want to do, two different cows, are hers. And I sent her a message asking her if, would be fine with that, considering they were her patterns. I don't see why she wouldn't be fine with it because they're free patterns. Um, and I'm not giving the pattern away then to anybody. Now, if it was a paid pattern, everybody would have to go, of course, and buy the pattern themselves. But I made sure to pick free patterns. And the one for Valentine's Day is this one right here. She just did this maybe 2 weeks ago. Because it's when I saw it that I was like, oh, I want to do a cow. And then all these different things came up into my head that I was like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. So this is called her Crochet Woven Heart. She says, it worked. I set out to make a crochet version of a paper woven heart, and with just a few simple rounds of single crochet and double crochet stitches, I was able to make it come together. Easily make dozens of these crochet woven hearts and stuff with treats for friends, family, classmates, neighbors, and more. With a string of chain stitches for the handle, This pouch is perfect for Valentine's Day. So she made hers with Red Heart Super Saver. And you do not have to make it in the two colors that she used, in red and pink. I'm planning on doing pink and purple for mine. I still need to find, I know where my purple yarn is, and I'm pretty sure I know where my pink yarn is. I just need to get them out, physically get them out. But what I want to do, and I talked about this on a live last week, and there were a couple of people who were interested. There's a couple of people who are interested in like the next three, and maybe not as much on this one. But we set up a time for somebody, the only person who would tell me a time that worked for her, and she wants to do the next three, and I just figured I'd keep it the same time for all of them. But if you can't make it that time and you want to come when we all sit down and we create together, and I guess I've gotten ahead of myself because I didn't explain exactly what I want to do. I want to put the video out for Tuesday morning so everybody can watch it. And then Tuesday, late afternoon, evening, I want for all of us to get together on either my group or Zoom. Because if you don't have Facebook, then it can't be my group. But if everybody has Facebook who wants to do it, go to my group. And it's really easy to do it on a Facebook group. I would say even if you don't have Facebook, I know a lot of people don't have it, don't want it. If you just wanted to do it just for this, you do have to join the group, and it's AJ's Personal Touch. I will link it below. Actually, it will be linked below because in all of my details it will come up, but I will try to remember to copy it and put it up farther. I'll put the link for this as well. Now, I have a thing on my computer on most web pages. I can get it in a form where I can print it off easily. But there's another link that I came across from a cowl that somebody did like years ago. I was looking at the pattern, and written in there, there is a web page that you can go to that will make it into a PDF, and you can also put an extension up on your browser. I have the extension. I need to see if I can find the actual web page, because you can go to the web page, put the URL in of the page, it'll pop up and it will give you a PDF that you can print out. Or if you have this little extension that you put up in your Microsoft on, if you're on a laptop and you put it up there, if you click on that, it will automatically, you're on the page, it will put it in a form for PDF that you can print if you want to. It's really easy to get past all the ads and everything. You don't have to print all that stuff out because it doesn't show up on there. Now, doing it that way versus the way that I can do it on my computer, ads, you see the little descriptions of how people need to put up like ads. So you may get the jargon that has to, be put in for those to be brought up onto the page, but you won't get the ads themselves. You'll just get, I can't think of what that's called. I'm not a tech person, so I've heard what it's called, but I can't think. The code. You'll see the code. That's it. My head's been so foggy lately. I can't remember everything. Um, so, but you can also go on, and lots of times it's on a separate page, so you can just print out whatever pages you need. Almost all printers will let you do that. So now mine, if you happen to have, like this computer does, and I don't know what's different about this computer versus my other computers that I have, if it's the version, whatnot, but at the top it has a thing that I can click so that it could actually, the web page could be read to me. If I can't read it, it could read their webpage to me, or if I'm tired, or for whatever reason, you might want your computer to read the page to you, and it looks like an open book. And I click on that, and it takes all the ads away and stuff, and it makes it PDF ready, basically, almost perfect. And lots of times I go through there, I figure out what pages I need to, because it gives you all the pictures and stuff, and I just have to figure out what pages I need. Now, sometimes with the PDF one, it doesn't give you the pictures. Most of the times it does, but every once in a while, it will think that a picture of the object is an actual ad and you won't get the pictures. So I've only had it happen to me like once or twice when I've tried it through there. Me, lots of times now, since I remember that I have that, because I forgot for a while that I had it, I'll try on both to see which one has the least amount of pages. You know, because unfortunately with these, when they show you how to do every little thing, you get all of those. So if you would want to print it up, there is a way to print it up that you don't have to have all the ads. Or if you want to look at it digitally while we work on it, you can do that as well. The time that I'm thinking of right now that worked with this other person who gave us a time, and then everybody else in the live said, "Oh yeah, that'll work for me," is 5 o'clock Central. I need to make sure I'm right with this because I might be saying it. I might be saying my time, which is Eastern. That's why I write everything down. Good thing I looked. 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. So, therefore, it's not 6 o'clock when most people are getting like dinner ready. Although I know some people get dinner ready at 5. So, like I said, I know it's not going to work for everybody. I'm not going to be able to find something that can work for every single person. But I would love for you guys to join me along in this cow. Again, I want to start it on Tuesday, which is the 31st, and have our first video chat get together at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central. That would be 3 o'clock Mountain, 2 o'clock Pacific, and start working on it. I'm going to give it 2 weeks, but I think we'll all have it done either in that first day or at least by that Thursday. But if we want to continue, we can make the decision then. If we want to continue getting together for the second week and maybe make a second one, depending on how many you need to make, because it doesn't look like it's that hard when you look at it. It looks pretty simple. Now, I've had somebody say, "Oh, I've made a pattern like that. You know, it's been out for years." Well, this is the first one that Repeat Crafter Me has done. I saw it. It's the first time I've ever seen it. So I understand that a pattern like this has existed before. This is not the older patterns. This is the one that Repeat Crafter Me did. And I love it because, let me find the picture. Put a chain handle on it and you can put the candy inside of it because it ends up opening up so you can put things inside of it. And I just think that is so cool. And it would be great for those who have kids. It would be great for kids who want to take something into their teacher and you can put all the little things into the heart and then they have that heart to do something with later. I personally want to put the heart up when we get my back room together as a craft room, hang it back there, and I can put things in it on the wall, like maybe put flowers in it, maybe put hooks and tools in it. I don't know. I got a craft cart for Christmas. Haven't put it together yet because this room needs to be cleaned. We're moving things around in this room. I'm not sure exactly when. My husband and I have two different ideas of what we want to do, so we need to actually sit down and talk about it. But one thing that is going is the table that my feet sit on when I sit back like this. But we're supposed to be bringing in a different recliner chair that we have so that I'm going to be sitting in a recliner chair, which is why I got the cart, because I'm like, I can't leave my project bags on the floor like I normally do sitting here on the couch and I can bend down and grab them. In a chair, I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm going to be sitting up higher. I could hang the heart from there, you know, and put stitch markers and um, hooks and stuff in it. So there's lots of different things it can be used for. But I'm thinking I'm going to hang it in the craft room and hang it from my actual bookshelves because I already have one. Like I said before, I already have one nail that I have hammered into the bookshelf that was put on there a long time ago. And right now I hang either a hat or whatever from it. I think it was put there to be able to put Christmas decorations up across it. When it was in my daughter's room, and happy birthday banners, like when it was her birthday, when we would try to fix the room up, and then when she'd come home, she'd be surprised, or while she was sleeping, because she was a very hard sleeper. We could decorate the room, and she'd wake up, and it would be that way. So this is the first project. I have a total of 4 projects that I know that I want to do. We can add to it. We can take away. Um, the second project I want to do, I sent the picture to myself. I was thinking of putting it up in the corner. They're not my pictures. They're the pictures from the web page, and I know they don't like you to use them. They don't like you to publish them and stuff, and I figure being on Facebook is like publishing them. So it's probably not a good idea for me to put them up for you guys to see them. But I can pull them up and show you them on here. I've got to get the glare down for one. There we go. That's not for the second one, that's for the third one. One is going to be an amigurumi pattern, but like a big stuffed toy amigurumi pattern. And it's made very easy for beginners. And then we're going to do 2 project bags. One of them I know for sure I want to do, and it's by Two Brothers Blankets. And then the other one, I have a couple that I want to pick from, and I may end up putting a poll up for you guys to pick from them. But this, hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah. Let me put it down so you can see. Two Brothers Blankets. Her name is on there, right over there. I'm getting a glare from over here. Let me see. There you go. There it is. And this one is more of just a produce bag. It's got a nice bottom on it. The ones that I'm looking at all have some kind of bottom that is made before you start going in the rounds up, because I want them to have a solid bottom so that nothing falls out, even for the produce bag. I looked at the ones that are more, like netted and stuff, and I wanted something easy to make, but you know for sure your stuff isn't going to fall out of. Now, on the webpage, and I wanted to use some of those pictures, but they were done by a professional photographer. So again, I was not going to put somebody else's pictures up, even though that photographer's name was on it. So I will try to link this one down below. For sure, I'll link the heart one. Since this one's not till later, I'm really not wanting to link it yet. But it's called the Magnolia Market Bag if you want to go look for it. I think it's Market. It might be Magnolia Produce, but it's Magnolia is the name. I fell in love with it, and if you see the other pictures, you'll know why. This actually is not my favorite picture of it, but it is a good one of it. And they show it done in stripes on the webpage, and then they show it done in 2 different solid colors. Like I said, I just fell in love with it. So I knew with the changes coming and with a lot of the supermarkets not using plastic, I know this has been away in California for a while, but it's changing for the rest of us in the country. They want to do it out with it, I think, by 2025 everywhere. But I know Walmart is making it so that they're going to be taking it out everywhere now. The only thing I don't know, and maybe if somebody's from California who watches this, you can tell us in the comments what your stores do. What do they do for meats when you get meats? Because I know I'll take my own market bags in, and I try not to use plastic sometimes. I used to be that way, and then when my husband took over shopping, he used plastic. Well, now he started on his own taking the market bags that we've gotten when I get my deliveries from AIDS Ministries. When they help me with my protein drinks because I can't afford all of them. So they help me with that. But so he takes the bags that we get from them and he uses them at the market. He will not use anything I make. I already know that. So I may be giving mine away as gifts at Christmas time. I may be holding on to them because I am going to start driving someday and I will be going to the market. But I figure I can give them away for gifts now and make myself new ones later. And I will definitely be making the magnolia one because I love it so much. I fell in love with it the first day I ever saw it. And that was like, well, whenever she came out with it. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. Could have been a couple years before that. I don't remember exactly. I can't, when I open it, I can find the date. I don't remember what it is. But anyway, that's the second one. And then the third one is the amigurumi that I was talking about. This way. And this one again is by Repeat Crafter Me. I can't remember the name, something in bones. But basically, you can make a dog or a cat. They each have the same body. Everything is the same on all of them except for the ears and the tail. And then the cat has whiskers. Everything else is the same. The arms, the legs, the body, the basic head, the basic snoot part. You just have to add whiskers to the cat, and you have different ears and a different tail, whether it's a dog or a cat. And it's made for a beginner who doesn't even know anything about amigurumi. And I've been making amigurumi for a while, so any questions or concerns or whatever you can ask, and I should be able to help you with it. I've read over the pattern and it looks really simple. The hardest thing really about making amigurumi is learning how to read the patterns because they're a lot more like how knit patterns are written than like how crochet patterns are written. Because they try to make each round a row very simple because it's a lot of repeats and it's a lot of, increasing and then decreasing, especially, in the round for the bodies and, then shaping. And there's not a ton of shaping on these. I think the most you'll find in the ears on both of them. So otherwise it's just a little bit of a decrease or a little bit of an increase. So I need to hurry because it's almost time for my meeting and I still have more that I want to talk about. So what I need you to do, if you want to be a part of the cow, especially right now, the heart one, send me an email to ajspersonaltouch@gmail.com. And that's everything together with no parenthesis, just AJS and then personaltouch@gmail.com. I will make my email will be listed below because it's listed below every video. But again, I will move it up. Let me let them know real quick. Almost done. Okay, there we go. I want an email from everybody because if I need to email you, if something happens, if that I can't make it, or if something happens to somebody else, whatever, if an emergency happens, I can have everybody so that I can have an email list. And the easiest way to do that is just to ask you guys all to send me an email. I'm saving you in a special folder in my email, and so that I can send and make an email chain or an email group with all of us. And it will only be used for crochet along information. And that way I can also write, everything up and send it all out to you guys and put the link in it for the pattern and make it just really easy for you to find it if you don't want to look for everything underneath this video here and then the next video, and so on. If you know you want to do a cal in the future, but you don't want to do this one, you can write that in there so that I don't send you the stuff for this one, but I send you an update for when I'm getting ready to do the next ones. If you happen to miss when I come on and, talk about it. I'm thinking, okay, this one's February. I'm thinking of going ahead in March to do the first produce bag. And I will give us, since it's a bigger project, the whole month. I don't think we'll need the whole month, but I'll give us the whole month because, sometimes you only have a little bit of time to pick it up, put it down. You may only have the 2 days a week that we're getting together to pick it up and then put it down. So I'm going to give us the whole month. And then I was thinking July for the amigurumi, because everybody's getting ready and starting to make gifts for Christmas. But I don't know. I may do it sooner because if everybody likes this, maybe I'll find something small to do for a couple more items when I see them come out. When I see something and I like it and it's a small item, I may say, hey, we can do this. There's the bookmark crochet along that Juniper and Oaks is doing. We could always get together and make a bookmark in a setting. So it's just something that I thought would be fun. We could get together and do some little cals because I know a lot of you are doing big cals and sometimes you just need a break to make something little. Maybe you don't want to work on every single cal that I decide I want to do. That's fine. I don't expect everybody to do all of them. I know I have one person who might. I may have two people who might. But everybody doesn't have to. Everybody can pick and choose for themselves. But if you send me an email, I can let you know when I'm getting ready to do things. When I get my blog up, I can write it up on my blog as well, let everybody know what's going on. And, hopefully I'll hear everybody that I find a free pattern that I want to use. I'm going to message the designer and let them know that I want to use it in a crochet along and make sure that they're okay with it. If I don't hear back from them, I'm not going to worry about it because it's a free pattern. So that should be fine. Now, I would be more concerned if I was going to do a tutorial or something on my page. I would definitely want to hear back from them for something like that. So I played around with that since I don't do my own designs, but I'm also starting to tweak things. So I don't know. One of these days I may have my own design on here. I mean, I already did that little hair thing and I've revamped it already like 2 or 3 times. I need to sit down and like write it up again and come on and show you guys again sometime. I still use it a lot. But anyway, I do need to get going. So please remember, email me. I'm going to try and edit this one so that I can add things to the bottom and maybe add little tags at the top that I've never done before. So email me and I will add you to my cal list and plan on Tuesday at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 Central, 3 Mountain, 2 Pacific for us to get together to start working on this gorgeous heart. I hope to see you there. I hope to hear from you. And if you're not even interested in this at all, and I had said in a previous video that the difference between this is that it's only going to be for people who are in the cal to come and join in. If you have that time available and you're working on something else and you would like to sit in like a crochet circle and work and you want to join in, send me an email. Tell me you don't want to do the cal, but you do want to join in so that I know to send you a link to my group. Because if you send me an email, if you're not already part of my group, I'll send you a link to my group to make it easier for you to find it so that you can join, answer the couple questions that I have in there. And then I do have in my group, I have a message. In the messenger, I have a group thing so people can message, things back and forth if they want to. I can create one specifically for when we're doing the cows. And if you want to come in and join us at that time, I can add you to that messenger chat. And, it's a way for everybody to, stay together. And that way I don't have to send out as many emails either. The emails is to get it started. So I'm just trying to make it easy for everybody. But if we need to do Zoom because you're not a part of Facebook and you don't want to join Facebook for any reason whatsoever, I get that. I know some people are like that. I have family who are like that. My daughter used to be on Facebook and she will not go back on now. So I get it. I understand it completely. We can do Zoom instead. So I won't know what to do, what to plan until I know if you want to be part of it and what you can do. So email me, ajspersonaltouch@gmail.com. Again, it will be down in the description. Let me know if you want to do the cow or if you want to do the next cow or any of the cows that I showed you. Like I said, the last one will be a market bag. I didn't touch on that, but it's not going to be just for produce. It can be for anything that you buy or produce because it does kind of have that a little bit of that open feel to it. But it also is solid at the bottom, so you can put like cans and things aren't going to go through. Um, but I can't right now. I've got a couple different ones and I haven't decided. So, like I said, I may put it up in a poll for you guys to decide, or I may just say, okay, that is it, because I found one and I was like, that's it. I'm not going to find another one. I'm not going to even look anymore. And then I saw another one and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know. So, I think right now I have two or three. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. If we decide we want to do more cows, we can do all of them. If people wanted to get, because you need to have quite a few market bags. So, anyway, email me, AJ's Personal Touch. Let me know if you want to join in. And let me know if that time is not good for you. And we can maybe meet that time the first day. And then I can try and see, about changing it. Or I can put that up on a poll to see which one works better for everybody. Because I know not every time is going to work for everybody. I've said that a lot. I need to go. I will see you guys soon. I cannot wait to get your emails. I've gotten one already because I had, of course, mentioned this in the last video. So please contact me, and I cannot wait to have fun crocheting together with you guys. Even if it's only one or two, maybe three people, we're going to have fun. So I will see you later and get ready because I also have a live this week on the 1st, and that is with Yarning for a Smile. And I need to get all that stuff together today. I was supposed to yesterday. I didn't. I will get it done tonight, and get it put up, and then hopefully get working on some stuff after my meeting. So I gotta go do my meeting so I can be done with that so I can do everything else. So talk to you later. Love you guys. Yes, I am starting to get better, but by the end of the night, I'm exhausted. I'm on steroids. So right now, the steroids have me going. So if anybody's been on steroids, they make you feel better than you are. And then when you're done with them, you crash. So I'm trying to get as much out of them as I can before I have that crash. Later. Love you guys. Remember, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, handsome, you matter. And send me an email if you feel that you need to talk to somebody because I am here. I love you guys so, so much. And I can't wait to meet more of you. Please, please join in if you want to. Think about it if you want to make some small things. Like I said, especially market bags are an important thing right now. So I love you guys and I just want to meet more of you. And I will talk to you later. Later.